Absolutely wonderful. Well, there were two things that I had that you guys out there emailed me, and you've emailed Doc, because all of you know how popular the previous videos and the previous interviews of the owner of the Southwest Shooting Authority. Hopefully I got that correct. And you know, a lot of you guys asked a couple questions, so I'm gonna sneak it in here on the end and try and get them answered. As to, on a day-to-day basis, what a sidearm do you utilize, and do you put your interest and faith in, I guess? I mean, I've had it asked to me many different ways, even though I wasn't you. I guess they figured I had a pipeline to your ear, but since now I do, and this seems to be such a heated question that they want answered, what is the sidearm that you prefer to carry on a day-to-day basis?
The only thing that we would even consider is the Glock. You couldn't run fast enough to give me any other firearm. If you gave me all the SIGs and 1911s and Rugers out there in the world, and I had the chance to take one Glock, I'd take the Glock.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He is a Glock man through and through. And something else I wanted to do as well is, a lot of you asked about what completely they do and services and things, and it's been told to me that it is a complete one-stop gun, or how exactly would you describe your business? Because we talked about it a little bit the other day, and you separated yourself from the others, and you gave me a couple reasons, and people were asking those questions, and perhaps you could share that information with them as we close up.
We're a little different than the average gun shop. We do have the knowledge and the skill to help with questions, and it's obvious that we are very biased towards Glocks, but we still we do recognize that there's a lot of good guns out there. We just think the Glock's the best, and so we don't get smart and disparage every gun that comes along. We try to talk people into Glocks, and we do pretty well. We sell a lot of Glocks. Our Glock representative said we sell more Glocks than anybody in the state of New Mexico. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're the only full-time firearms training facility in the Four Corners area. We're the last full-service gun shop up there, and we do a lot of disaster preparedness seminars, and we have about 14 different firearms classes, handgun, rifle, shotgun. Our shotgun stuff is suspended right now because of lead things with the EPA or the federal government. So, but we do a little bit of everything. We do put our money where our mouth is. We do the things that, and we use the things that we sell. We have a difficult time telling you that you walk into some gun shops, you walk into some of the big box stores, and the kid behind the counter says, "Oh yeah, this is just what you need. This is it." And he don't know. He hasn't used them. It's just somebody's told him what he's read in the magazine. We actually do. Matter of fact, you can watch some of our videos. We have a video. We have a feature-length video where we shoot guns underwater. We have several videos on YouTube on different types of guns where people have challenged the things that we say. So, okay, we'll do it. We shoot Glocks out to 500 yards, 200 yards. We've got videos on that. We have done things with rifles that most people just don't do, just to prove what we do. So, we have fun. We don't have a job. We do this because we very much enjoy it, and that makes it easier for us.
And well, I mean, I know that our listeners have been clamoring to hear more from you, and I know that you do some radio at the moment. But if you could, and we'll have Jason, because he looks intimidating while he's standing there. You know, he's that bona fide right-wing terrorist. Jason, where can the listeners, give the information out so that the listeners know a website and maybe some information on how to see some of these videos and how to see some of the stuff that you guys put out on a regular basis?
Well, the website where you can see a little bit of an example of a little bit of everything that we do is southwestshootingauthority.com. It's all spelled out and about 6 miles long when you're done with it, but it'll take you there. From there, we have several links. You can go to the Shooting Bench podcast that Cope puts on at theshootingbench.net, and he mentioned some of the videos where we do some underwater shooting and some of our long-range Glock stuff, all of our fun stuff. You can see on YouTube. Our YouTube is search for Desert Scout 1, we've got quite a list of fun stuff we do there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means that you got to, and I'll add a ticker so that you guys can get all that and write it down. And hopefully in the future, I know you guys are really interested in these gentlemen and what they do, because I know I've had to read the hundreds of emails one by one that everybody has sent in, so I know you guys are there. And you know, I just want to say thank you to the gentlemen who are here and to the audience who's paying attention. Please go over, check out their links. I know you will. Look at the stuff that they have, and you know, hopefully in the future, we're going to be able to make the Southwestern Shooting Authority available for, let's say, a little more contact and a little more information. You know, at the bare minimum, hopefully maybe an hour in-depth interview where some of you guys can interact and ask questions, because I know that I'm not the person to ask the questions. You're asking me the questions hoping they get directed at the actual gentleman who should be answering them. So our quest into the future is to make sure that these gentlemen will be available in some degree to speak directly to you, maybe take some calls, do an interview or something like that, and I'll be able to check all that out on the web page to come. And other than that, this is the Restore the Constitution, and we are with Cope Reynolds. It's Coop, actually, isn't it? Cope? Okay, so I am pronouncing it correctly.
Thank you for all the time that you put in for the things that you do for us too. It's not all about us. You do a lot, and Doc and Dr. Seidel that have helped organized all of this and everything. There's a lot of people here that deserve a hell of a lot more credit than we do.
Well, see, I guess I'm the same kind of guy, and I put the shoe on the other foot that anybody can stand here and talk and work a camera and get out there and do what I do. And you know, for me, just so the audience knows and everybody knows, I like it to be on record, is that you know, when we talk about doers and we talk about talkers, we separate the people into these two groups. And you know, I just think that when you guys are looking for people and you're looking to see what a doer is, all right, you can take yourself a still, put it in a little picture frame and set it on your desk, because to me these are two of the doers, and they get out there and they get things done, and they don't take no for an answer. They know what their rights are. They know that, I mean, they're on the ground. They have, you know, they interact with their local population and the civilization that they live in, and you know, these people are out there and doing. So it's really not that difficult, and we want to motivate more of you to be doers. Like you said earlier, we're growing, but every single new person we can get, you know, share this video, share it with everybody that you can, and we're going to take on some more interviews. But I definitely want to say thank you to you two gentlemen.
Throw something in real quick. Being a doer doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be boots on the ground in the battle either. I mean, there are people that do radio shows. Those radio shows help motivate people to get out there. There's people that, you know, the cooks in the Army, if soldiers can't eat, we're going to lose. There are people behind the scenes that are doers that keeps the other people running. So there are lots of things that you can do. You don't have to put on the militia uniform and grab a gun and be out there to be a doer. There's lots of things you can do to support and promote the things that the rest of us do, and don't feel ashamed about it. We've got lots of things for all of us to do out there.
And I would second that motion. And you know, just to close out, once again, I want to say thank you to both you gentlemen. Thanks to the new face that we'll all get to know and love, and hopefully at some point you guys can see the video of the hat. Now, y'all won't know anything about what I'm talking about, but eventually you'll see the hat, and you'll love every minute of it. All right, guys, stay tuned for the next interview.